How many of you are desperately trying to forgive someone who abused you or who impacted you in a very disempowering way, or you're trying to be very compassionate towards them, और आपसे हो नहीं रहा है, आप वो compassion नहीं ला पा रहे हैं, आप forgive नहीं कर पा रहे हैं उनको, बहुत deep hurt है, और ऐसे में क्या करना चाहिए? क्या खुद को फोर्स करते रहना चाहिए कि लेट इट गो, पॉजिटिविटी लाओ, लुक एट द पॉजिटिव थिंग्स, एंड बाय द वे दैट्स ऑल व्हाट एवरीबडी सेज अराउंड. जब हम स्पिरिचुअलिटी की भी बात करते हैं और उस जर्नी पे होते हैं तो हम कई लोगों से सुनते हैं फॉरगिवनेस, ब्रिंग कंपैशन, यू नो, व्हाट मस्ट वी रियली डू? Hi, I'm Aastha Tatia, daughter of two rock solid pillars, mother to a lovely daughter, wife of a humor king, an engineer, MBA corporate executive turned anchor person, now a happiness coach, helping leaders become the most sought after leaders by having deep connects and meaningful relationships in their organizations. Do hit the like button if you find this video meaningful, and please subscribe to the channel. There are fresh videos every day for you. You don't want to miss them out. So, I have personally experienced that, a lot of times in relationships with people where there was very, very deep hurt. It could be an extreme where there is an abuse or something, an emotional abuse, physical abuse, or it could be something milder, but jahan hurt hai, and when you start to process it, which means when you get on with your healing journey, जब आप उस राह पर चल पड़ते हैं कि I want to address this, क्योंकि understand वो जो pain है, वो जो hurt है, जो आपके अंदर है, आपका बिहेवियर दूसरों के प्रति क्या हो रहा है, उस इंसान के प्रति क्या हो रहा है जिसने आपको हर्ट किया है या जिसकी वजह से आप हर्ट महसूस कर रहे हैं, वो एक पार्ट है. लेकिन उसकी वजह से आप पर खुद पर क्या इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है, वो भी एक इम्पॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है, राइट? सो व्हेन यू आर कैरिंग दैट हर्ट, दैट एंगर, राइट, दैट फ्रस्ट्रेशन, then it disempowers you, it has a negative impact on you, and I'm sure in different ways you may be experiencing that already. Now, when it comes to, and that's where, we hear so often that let it go, because it's having an impact on you. You don't want to be hurting yourself, you don't want to be carrying it, so just let it go, be compassionate, look for positives, and many more such things. And in the process, we desperately try to be compassionate and forgive. And when we are not able to do it, जब वो नहीं होता है, तो हम खुद को ब्लेम भी करने लग जाते हैं कई बार, और हम क्वेश्चन भी करते हैं कि प्रॉब्लम तो मेरे साथ ही है, मैं ही नेगेटिव पर फोकस कर रही हूँ, या मैं ही इस चीज़ को पकड़ कर बैठी हूँ, right? Or why can't I just let it go? After all, that's how it's supposed to be, hota hai. Now, what I have experienced and now I strongly feel is that forgiveness is not something, ऊपरी या सुपरफिशियल नहीं है कि ठीक है चलो फॉरगिव कर दिया, it's way deeper, it's much deeper, right? And when something so deep has to come, it takes time. If you want it organically, naturally, it takes time. हाँ, बोलने के लिए थॉट के लेवल पे मैं बोल सकती हूँ कि नहीं मैंने माफ़ कर दिया, और अब जब थॉट्स आएंगे तो मैं अपने आप को, this is what will happen then. So when I say no, I forgive, or I have to bring in that compassion, then every time I get those thoughts where the anger is there, and I will just kill myself, beat myself. Versus, how about going on that healing journey and just going the way it is supposed to be. So there is no right or wrong. हम अक्सर उसको डिफाइन करने में लगे रहते हैं, ये सही तरीका है, ऐसे ही करना चाहिए. हमारे इर्द गिर्द जो लोग हैं वो भी हमें बताते रहते हैं, ये तुम जो कर रहे हो ये ठीक है, ये ठीक नहीं है. अब मैं ये कह रही हूँ कि सही और गलत क्या है. हम अपने अपने पर्सपेक्टिव से ही तो बात कर रहे हैं. तो क्यों ना हम अपने आप को मारना बंद करें, and on the contrary we just let ourselves be. We give that space to ourselves that my healing journey will go the way it is supposed to go. वो स्टेज भी आएगी जब आप एक्चुअली अंदर से forgive कर पाएंगे, जब वो आपको बॉदर नहीं करेगा, वो बैरियर नहीं बनेगा. लेकिन वो भी एक जर्नी है, राइट? सो वन इज आई एम just forcing myself, and the other is I just let myself heal and take its natural course. अगर मैं बात करूं, कोई वूंड होता है, लेग इंजरी हो गई है आपको, राइट? तो दो तरीके हैं. एक है मैं उसको हील होने दूं, उसको वक्त लेने दूं, राइट? और दूसरा है कि नहीं, मैं तो खड़े होके देखती हूँ, ठीक है, जहाँ 10 दिन लग रहे हैं मे बी 3 दिन में ही हो जाए. So let me just stand up and try and walk. I'm not doing too much, but let me try and do that. And even though there is pain, I'm forcing myself to no 10 steps तो मैंने सोचे हैं, मैं आज लूँगी ही लूँगी, तो 10 steps तो मैं लूँगी, even at the cost of the pain it is causing me. And when I'm not able to take those 10 steps, I just stop at 6 steps. Then I'm like, what is this, yaar? I don't even have a willpower. And the point is, there also I must rest and I must let it take its natural course. But yes, of course, if the doctor tells me to move my leg a bit, I do that. So I am putting in my efforts. I am mindful of the healing of my leg. Now that is an important aspect here also, that I need to be mindful and I need to be putting in conscious efforts towards my healing. But that is different from forcing myself to do something or to behave in a certain way. Because out here, that trauma or the beliefs or the hurt is still there. Until this is taken care of, whatever thoughts that I'm carrying which are coming from the beliefs, the behavior will not change. And yes, while we talk about working on the beliefs and all, but certain things sometimes take time. And I like I was talking about my experience. So somewhere I realized I was going through this pain and I had to distance myself from the other person. I had to bring that break. Now, by all means, and what I always do with wherever there are challenges, this was quite contrary to that. But I realized I needed that time for my healing. I needed that gap. And I felt much better. And it is so important to understand our own needs. मुझे क्या ज़रूरत है इस मोमेंट में, मैं उस पर तो ध्यान ही नहीं देती. ये होना चाहिए, इस तरह से होना चाहिए, यही सही तरीका है. और बुक्स में तो यही लिखा है, बड़े बड़े स्पिरिचुअल गुरुज कहते हैं ऐसे करो. आई गेट दैट, बट there's no right or wrong. वो जो भी कहते हैं वो भी उनके पर्सपेक्टिव से कहते हैं. और जब मैं देख रही हूँ कि एक चीज़ मुझे कंफर्टेबल नहीं महसूस करा रही है, मेरे लिए वर्क नहीं कर रही है, फिर भी मैं उसको करती जा रही हूँ, अपने आप को फोर्स कर रही हूँ, दैट्स अ क्राइम. इट्स क्रिमिनल. आई नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड माई नीड्स. आई नीड टू रियलाइज कि अगर मैं अभी उस फ्रेम ऑफ माइंड में नहीं हूँ, मैं नहीं वो फॉरगिवनेस या कंपैशन, एम्पैथी, लेटिंग इट गो, पॉजिटिव नहीं ला पा रही हूँ, it's okay. It's a hurt, it's a trauma, it's an abuse I'm talking about, and we all experience that hurt in different way. There's no right or wrong. तो कोई कहता है तो इतनी सी बात है, their perspective, right? But you know what you're going through. So all I'm saying is, don't force yourself to forgive. It'll happen automatically. These things have to happen organically. It's a journey. And why am I bringing this up? Because we talk about happiness. This healing journey is a part of the happiness journey. You know, I would say, yeah, it's a part of that happiness. While you may be in a certain state of mind, but if you are forcing yourself, if you just, you say, no, I have to be like that, that's where you're killing your happiness. You're pulling yourself away from happiness. But if you let yourself be and take your course, and I'm not saying that every step that you take on that healing journey naturally, that, oh, this is how I feel right now, is going to be like bang on, okay? Nobody knows what will work and what will not work, but that's your journey. And trust me, when you take that organic journey, you just let it be, जैसे अपने आप हो रहा है होने देते हो, अपने आप को वो स्पेस देते हो कि अच्छा ये किया, ये तो बैकफायर कर गया, ये बहुत अच्छा लगा. And that's where I say mindfulness, being aware कि हर चीज़ के साथ हो क्या रहा है, मैं कैसा महसूस कर रही हूँ, क्या मैं यहाँ पे सिर्फ अपने ईगो से एक्ट कर रही हूँ या जेन्युइनली मेरी नीड इस वक्त ये है. That's what mindfulness is all about. That you are aware about each and everything that you're doing and then what you're feeling as a result. And what's the source of that, what that which you're doing is something that you genuinely want, or it's something that you are bringing in to fulfill an agenda. So go ahead, and I'm sure we all have some hurts, some challenges in relationships in our life. It could be in personal space, it could be in professional space also, right? Look at what you're doing right now and just be okay with the journey, the way the journey is turning out. You've got to take that journey. Remember, you've got to take that journey, and that will build the muscle for you to really, it'll build your happiness muscle, I would say. वो कुछ गलत होगा, कुछ सही होगा, कुछ आपको empower करेगा. But that is where you're moving towards happiness. You're moving towards that freedom. You're moving towards building that muscle, right? And I'm sure you want to do that. You may not know that, but as you experience it, you'll be like, wow. So go ahead, give yourself the space and go through the healing journey. Don't force yourself to be a certain way towards somebody who's hurt you, who's abused you. Give it time, and you will know what you really want and how it's going to turn out. Do hit the like button if you found it meaningful, and also subscribe to the channel. This is Aastha Tatia, your happiness coach, signing off. I help leaders become the most sought after leaders by having deep connects, meaningful relationships in their organizations. See you. Take care. Bye-bye.